Hello.
Well, you must have been in the army, Nick. I was in the army, and bang on 3 o'clock.
Well, I figured you might be busy, so I thought,
How's things anyway? All right.
That's great. Yeah, no, thank you very much. I was just going to collect myself to, it's a big privilege to talk to you. You've inspired a lot of people, and a lot of those people you would never have met, but, you've inspired me, and you've inspired a lot of people.
That's so nice.
Yeah, well, it's it's true. I mean, it's sometimes somebody takes a leap, and it kind of shows other people what anybody can do, really, if they really care enough, and they think, okay, well, I'll try and do something. And I know that you never had any great career plan in to do what you're doing. You just kind of fell into it based on your passion, really. So it's inspiring to a lot of people, and
I think it's been a big life lesson for me, because I was like most people, I suppose, always chasing the money and career, and this isn't right, I've got to chase that and chase that. And then one day I just sat back and thought, I'm not chasing this anymore. And I think when you have a complete belief in the universal law of attraction, if you do the right thing, you will always get the right thing back. And it seems to be the case where I'm concerned, not monetary wise. Life wise,
Yeah. Well, no. So it's great to talk to you, and I'd love to talk to you more, on a personal level. But I've got a reason to phone you. As I mentioned, I wasn't quite truthful when I said we've got some potential funding. I just wanted to get you on the phone, really, and just to
You could have phoned me anyway. You wouldn't have been a problem.
Well, yeah. Well, I wasn't sure if you were, because I know that you're travelling soon. You. Anyway, let me explain. So. Have you ever heard of a company called AppCheck in Leeds?
AppCheck, no.
AppCheck, no, that's good. That's what I was expecting. So I work for a company called AppCheck, which is based in Leeds. We're kind of near to Beeston, and kind of near, I think it's in Wortley, and near the BMW garage. We're kind of based. We're a cyber security company, so we protect companies from cyber threats, basically. So we've got kind of a local connection to you. You'll know that Sunday was World Refugee Day, and in the UK they had Refugee Week following up to that. So I thought it'd be a really nice idea to set up a fundraiser for you and your work, and just have a whip round the office. And it kind of grew bigger than that. Lots of people got involved, their friends and families, schools, of kids that work here. Anyway, to cut a long story short, they donated. There's about £1,160 for you to pick up. But yeah, that's in recognition of your work, and we want to thank you for what you're doing, and to raise awareness of your work, and maybe we can help you further at some point. But yeah,
I tell you what, that's staggering.
So, what's a day in the life like for Rob Lawrie in when you're on your travels to the camps in Calais, Dunkirk, Greece?
Okay, so it's long days, 18-hour days, and it's firefighting. It's firefighting. There's no planning. It's firefighting. You will always find someone who needs some basic human needs, whether that's shelter, food, water, clothing, shoes. You will. There is an infinite number of people or children that need that.
Yeah.
And we in the UK, we only see really what the media shows us. That's why I'm so prominent, as prominent as I can be on social media.
Yeah.
Just to show what's going on. But I also work with families that I've known in refugee camps that are now settled in communities around the UK.
Yeah. So
that can be anything from advice or finding the right people to give that advice, to providing things like a fridge freezer, a carpet, a bed, things like that.
Yeah.
Families, that are in housing. And just really to go into, it's like, I don't know if you've been following the journey with Manna,
Yeah, I saw on your pages. In fact, I think I've got a photo of you and her on my campaign that I pulled off your Facebook page.
Yeah, well, I met her when she was 13 in a refugee camp in Greece, in Lawrie.
Yeah.
She didn't, 3 years old, when I first met her, even 3 years ago, she didn't speak a word of English.
Yeah.
And then we've gone on this journey together. But she's just one of the children. But she is very special in manner. And you know, I got advice from the school, got into school. Then she wanted to go to college, so I started. You know, good. That's the sort of thing I do in this country. And then she had an interview for a drama course. She had to come away and organise an audition. So we wrote an audition. She presented last week and got accepted into college. So.
Yeah.
To see that, it's always just like fantastic to see the development of these kids. So on one hand, it's about putting shoes on cold feet and doing stomach, but it's the other hand, almost like an after service of being with them throughout, you know, their journey. It's like I met a girl she was 12 actually. I met her in Bosnia in 2015. And I'm going to her prom on July the 15th at a secondary school in Newcastle.
Oh, okay. Wow.
You know what I mean? And it's just, you know, to see, you know, I've got photographs of her sat around a campfire in Bosnia, in woods, homeless. And now she's going to a prom. It's just, you know, it's beautiful.
In the ideal world, how would you scale up what you do and you know what?
In an ideal world, I mean, I can't change the political situation, and there's no political will to end. Okay, let's look at the big picture. My focus has always been on child refugees, either alone child refugees or child refugees, the parents or families, it doesn't matter. Now, first of all, if you look at the political situation, what's going on in Iran over the next 5 to 10 years is going to cause so many people falling into the hands of smugglers and falling into the hands of the refugee movement and coming across Europe. Same for this for Kurdish Iraq, and also when I talk about Iran, I usually mean the Kurdish Iranian. So I mean, we're talking millions of there. Also from the African nations. Now, it's fair to say that not many young children come from the African nations. It's usually young men and young migrants. You know, we can't help everyone, so I focus on children and families with young children. In an ideal world, what I'd want to do is formulate a charity and invite commercial interest as well as formal and statutory interest. So government funding, commercial funding, and all that, and have it run through, you know, accountancy, through, you know, the Lawrie charity, and really make a difference. See, at the moment, I make a difference as an individual on a small scale. What I'd like to do is make a difference as a group on a larger scale.
If you woke up one morning and looked out of your window and there was a 3-year-old child asleep in your garden, you would rush outside and pick them up and take them in. You wouldn't ask any questions. But if that...
Well, that's what I said. Live on BBC News outside court. If a child knocks on your door and said, "I'm home," you wouldn't put a tent up at the bottom of the garden.
No.
And that's exactly what we do.
And that's what you've done. You've shown people more clearly what's happening and put it in their face. There's on your Facebook page, there was a post recently with those 2 Iraqi children, and I couldn't watch that. That was one of the... I struggled to watch that video. It was just too... You just think, how can that happen? And we know it happens, and it's just too much to believe that can happen in our world, but it does happen. And
it's that people just don't believe it could happen.
But thank you, Rob.
No, thank you. Thank you so much. And really pleased with the support that I never knew I had, but now I do know I have.
Well, it's a privilege to talk to you and to help to support you.
All right, mate.
Okay then, thanks a lot, Rob. You take care and look after yourself. Bye then, bye.